Under the grey winter sky, Eliott huddled in his thin cloth jacket, trudging along the rugged path between the leafless trees. He was a poor orphan, living alone in a small hut on the Enor mountain range. Every day he wandered through the forest, collecting firewood to keep warm, and sometimes, if he was lucky, he would find some medicinal herbs to trade for a bit of food at the market. One morning, as the first light of dawn crept over the mountains, Eliott ventured deeper into the forest than usual. The previous night had been so cold that even the water in his clay pot had frozen. As he bent down to pick up some fallen branches, a faint, pitiful cry reached his ears from a nearby bush. Moving closer, he found a small fox, its fiery red fur covered in mud, one leg trapped in a metal snare. Its eyes shimmered with pain and fear. Eliott bit his lip, his heart aching with sympathy. He knew that these traps were set by hunters in the village to catch wild animals. He had no right to remove it, but if he left the fox there, it would surely die. Knowing he might get into trouble, he decided to save it anyway. Carefully he pried open the trap and lifted the small creature into his arms, feeling its tiny body trembling. He carried the fox back to his hut, gently wrapping its wounded leg with strips of old cloth before setting it by the fire to warm up. That night he tended to the fox, offering it some water and the last bit of stale bread he had saved. By morning the fox had regained some strength. As sunlight streamed through the cracks in the hut, the small animal looked at Eliott with bright eyes before suddenly speaking. "Eliott, you have saved me. I am not an ordinary fox, but the son of the Enor mountain spirit. To repay your kindness, I will grant you a special gift. From now on, your sense of smell will allow you to find the rarest medicinal herbs in the forest. Use this gift to help others." Eliott's eyes widened in shock. "A talking fox? Am I dreaming?" he muttered, rubbing his eyes. The fox chuckled. "You are not dreaming, Eliott. This is real. Trust in your new ability. It will change your life." Before Eliott could ask anything else, the fox disappeared into the morning mist, leaving him standing there, bewildered and amazed. The next day, when Eliott entered the forest, he noticed something strange. A gentle aroma drifted into his nose, one he had never noticed before. Following the scent, he discovered a small green plant with delicate white flowers. From his vague memories of watching herbalists at the market, he recognized it as a rare medicinal herb known for healing wounds. Excited, Eliott picked the herb and brought it to an old woman in the village who had been suffering from an infected wound. Within days, she was healed. Word of Eliott's newfound ability spread quickly. People from all over the kingdom came seeking his help, hoping he could find the rare herbs needed to cure their illnesses. Over time, Eliott's life transformed. He was no longer just a poor boy collecting firewood, but became known as a gifted healer. Even the king heard of his talents and summoned him to the palace to treat the ailing queen. With the help of the fox's gift, Eliott found the perfect remedy, and within weeks, the queen recovered. In gratitude, the king rewarded Eliott with a grand house in the city and appointed him as the royal physician. Despite his newfound wealth, Eliott never forgot his humble beginnings. He often returned to the Enor mountains, using his skills to help the poor without asking for anything in return. And whenever he walked through the forest where he had once met the little fox, he felt a familiar gaze watching over him, almost as if the mountain spirit was still protecting its adopted child. The legend of Eliott, the orphan who became a great healer, was passed down through generations. And on the slopes of the Enor Mountains, his story echoed forever, a reminder that kindness is always rewarded in the most unexpected ways.